Welcome back. The Peoria Symphony Orchestra is gearing up for the finale of its 2024 to 2025 concert season. Now, here to tell us more about the finale concert is Anthony Marotta and George Saluto. So, good afternoon.
Hi.
Thank you for being here. Well, George, we'll start with you. Now, this concert is billed as a musical love story. Can you tell us about the real-life triangle between Clara and Robert Schumann and Johannes Brahms?
Yes, so they are three composers that are really at the center of the Romantic era of music. And they also were great friends, admired each other, had great affection for each other. And it was more than a friendship, but not, so far as to be a scandalous relationship. They just had such great love for each other. And even if those things bled over into, something more than a friendship, most of the passion that you're going to experience is through the music that they wrote for each other, which is on this concert. And we're also going to be reading from letters that they wrote to each other. So I think it's a very romantic and passionate concert, but in a wonderfully expressive musical way.
Okay. Now, from my understanding, we open up with Clara Schumann's voice. So why did we choose to start with her?
Well, she's really the top of that triangle, that love triangle, or whatever we want to call it, because both men were very much in love with her. She was married to Robert, and of course, he died very young, and then she continued her relationship with Brahms after that. But even after he died, she spent the rest of her life promoting his music, playing his music, and raising their 8 children by herself. So she's a kind of a feminine hero in a way, and she was very influential. But Brahms had great affection for her, and she for him, and he actually helped her in her life. And so it's a very touching story. That's why we start with Clara.
Okay, awesome. Now, for audience members unfamiliar with Derek Wang, what can they expect from his piano concerto performance?
Well, Derek is a young, up-and-coming star. I worked with him when he was 16 at Juilliard, and I've kind of kept an eye on him ever since. But he's a very ebullient, effusive, expressive player, and he's a very wonderful guy, and I like to think that in many ways he kind of represents the young Brahms in his charisma and his expressiveness that attracted the Schumanns to him when they first met him.
Okay. Now, Anthony, we don't want to leave you out, of course. Now, this concert is not only a musical finale, but also a community celebration. So can you tell us more about the special ticket giveaways you also have offered for CAT's 100th anniversary and the Bicentennial 2025 art project?
Right. We wanted to really celebrate our season finale and show our appreciation for Caterpillar, who's been a great supporter of the arts, and it's, of course, their 100th anniversary. So we've given them 100 free tickets to give either to their employees or their arts initiative groups. We also were really happy of this bicentennial project, really engaging local artists. So we're also providing free tickets to those who purchase bisons and are going to present these beautiful bison artwork throughout the community. So that's our special way of saying thank you to those folks and to acknowledge what a key place arts and music have in our economy.
Okay, and before we go, y'all recently announced the 128th season, so what are y'all looking forward to?
Well, we begin the season with the movie Titanic, which is going to correspond with the Riverfront Museum's Titanic exhibit. So we're excited about that, and that's going to be the movie with the orchestra accompanying those of you that have gone to Harry Potter in the past, and recently we did Encanto. It's that sort of thing. The orchestra will be playing the soundtrack while the movie is played above. So that's really exciting. We have local talent Liv Warfield, who's going to be our artist in residence next year. We have a celebration of America 250 and the Olympics, so that's exciting. We have also wonderful lots of great programs, very diverse, fantastic things we're going to do, along with our family favorites like our Home for the Holidays program and, of course, our cathedral concert.
Okay. Now, for this season finale, what are the details we need to know?
Well, if you want tickets, first of all, you can go to peoriasymphony.org or call directly to our office, our PSO offices, to avoid those Ticketmaster fees. If you want the best prices, contact us directly. And it will be at the Prairie Home Alliance Theater, and we look forward to seeing everybody there.
Yeah.
All right, gentlemen. Well, thank you all so much for joining us today.
Thank
and we'll
you.
make sure to share all of these details over on our website, ciproud.com.